Hi, all beautiful ladies and a few gentlemen. You know that when Ruth introduced me, she told you that I've had 2 C-sections before my natural birth. My son, who was born in 2007, my plan was to have a normal, completely natural birth because my grandmother did it, my mother did it, and everybody else in my family. I thought that was just the normal way to have our babies. I went into hospital, went into labor, and unfortunately, due to certain reasons, I had a C-section. I felt robbed. I felt a failure. I couldn't even tell people that I've had a C-section because I knew that's what I wanted. Anyway, 2 years later, just about 2 years later, we fell pregnant again, and I had my daughter. And initially wanted to have natural birth with her as well. I'm just going to rush through the first 2 kids. Okay. Okay, she was unfortunately also born via C-section. My kids are adorable, they're beautiful. The birth experience just felt like, oh, that's not what I wanted, but I love them to death. When we decided to have our 3rd baby, I went on the internet and I did so much research because I thought, oh, there must be a way that I can still do this even after having C-sections. I went on a website, I found somebody that was willing to assist me. I went to go and see her before we fell pregnant. That day, I joked with her and I said, I'm ovulating tomorrow. Ovulation starts tomorrow. And we were so lucky. I fell pregnant, first time round. And I went to go and see my midwife through my pregnancy. And it was a bit difficult because when I told people my plans, my intentions, they looked at me like weird. Why would you want to do that to yourself? Why would you want to try and have natural birth? Everybody says it's not possible. And I read so many stories about women that did it. And I thought, my body is designed to do this. I know that I can do this. I would go see my midwife. I would meet a few of the doulas there. And my plan was also to have my mom with me at my birth. We went to a certain hospital to go and see one of the gynaes there. This would be the backup hospital because initially my husband did not want me to have a home birth. We went to go see the gynae at the hospital, and the gynae instilled so much fear into my husband. He was just so terrified because the only information that was carried over to him was that this could go so wrong. And I just asked him to please have faith in me, please have faith in my body, have faith in our Creator. God will be with us. I know my body can do this. And he said, I won't be able to be with you through your labor because I won't be able to handle seeing you in pain. I said, fine, my mother will be with me. We decided on that. Just before, my first kid was born at 4.05 kilos. My daughter was born at 3.4 kilos. So the size of the baby was, it was a bit, not of a problem, but a worry factor that we didn't want baby number 3 to be big as well. And I asked, what can I do to have a small baby? And my midwife said, what's your diet? And I said, diet, pregnancy, yeah, that doesn't even sound normal. Okay, anyway, we ate healthy. I did everything I could to have a tiny baby. And, I did a lot of walking. I walked all the time. I was walking. I think I walked more when I was pregnant than what I would under normal circumstances because I knew I wanted to have this natural birth. And just before my due date was initially the 30th of November. My son's grade R graduation was the 29th of November. I spoke to my baby. I said, baby, you either coming before the graduation or you wait until after the graduation. I cannot miss your brother's grade R graduation. I went to go see my midwife. At 38 weeks, everything was fine. She said, no, baby is engaged. Everything should go well. Just on the 26th of November, I was sitting at my mom's place. My dad and I were having a chat, and all of a sudden I had this strong contraction. And he looked at me because I was speechless. And it's something I'm never speechless because he always used to tell me I'm a little chatterbox because just always going on. He made me some tea, I had a biscuit and all of a sudden another contraction, and I felt and I heard the pop, the famous pop that everybody speaks about. I was like, oh my gosh, is it happening? I went to my mother's bathroom. I told my mother, Mom, this just happened. And in her mind, she thought, oh my gosh, you're having your baby right now. You're going nowhere. She said, don't lock the bathroom door. Call me if you need me. I said, Mom, my baby's not going to come right this minute. In her mind, she was like, oh my gosh. She said, call your midwife. Your baby might just be on the way. I called my midwife. She said, keep me posted, you know, with a calming voice. Oh my gosh, amazing. This is what you can expect. Don't be baffled. If you know, don't get afraid if you see this and that's going to happen. I said, okay, fine. I was calm. My mother said, you're not going home. You're going to be here. Because my plan was to be in labor at my mom's place and go to hospital from there to have my baby. My pains were half an hour apart. I could still have, say a few words through my contractions. I knew, this is not, not the real thing yet. And then I said, Mom, I need to go home. I want to be in my own personal space. I want to lie in my own bed. My kids can go sleep. Then I can get them to school tomorrow. Okay, my husband fetched me. We went home. I slept fine that night. My contractions were like half an hour apart, hour. And I thought, okay, it's the Friday. The Thursday, the Friday was my son's graduation. It was the Wednesday morning I woke up and I said, son, come up. Oh, the pains are gone. Yeah, I wish it was. No, it wasn't. And then it just far apart, but it was more painful. My kids went to school, my husband went to work. He came and he said, are you okay? I said, no, I'm fine. My pains are fine. You're taking me to Dis-Chem. I need to buy a few things. He said, but you're in labor. I said, but I can still walk and I can stop with my contractions and all. We went to Dis-Chem. I got a few things. I had such a terrible contraction in the nappy aisle because I knew my baby still need nappies. I can't have my baby now. And I stopped with the contraction. I went and I saw a trolley and I said, baby, I wish I can get into the trolley. You can just push me because I can't walk anymore. We walked to the car slowly. He looked at me. He said, I can't believe you are in labor and you're still thinking about shopping. He said, there's still a few things that we needed. We went to my mom's place, picked up the kids, and we went home. My pains were coming on so strong. I cooked dinner, and I just stopped for the contractions. I bathed my kids on the ball, and they were like, Mommy, are you dancing? I'm like, no, babies, I'm okay. This is helping with the baby. Got them bathed, and my husband had to be at an emergency on site. He left, and he was so afraid to leave me alone. He left. And every 15 minutes, he would call me. Literally every 15 minutes, he said, baby, I'm okay. I'll call you if I need you. I sat on the ball. I leaned over the bed. I thought, how am I going to do this? My pains are so bad. I need to find a position. No, there's no position that helps that pain. I got into bed. I took a shower, got into bed. And my husband came home, and I was lying on my tummy with pillows stuffed all under me because I thought that was the best position. He fell asleep. My pains were waking me up. It was like 7, 8 minutes apart. And I wasn't waking because I thought when the sun comes up, this pain's going to be gone. I'm going to my son's graduation. And then I got up, went to the bathroom, sat in the toilet. I looked at the shower, and I'm like, I'm sure this warm water will help me. Got into the shower. The pains were only afterwards we realized my water broke in the shower. And I didn't know that because the water was just running. It was just so much water. It's like, oh, it's lovely. The heat on my back, the heat on my tummy. And my water's breaking and I don't know what's happening. And I stood in the shower, put the shower off, and a pain came, a shower back on. Oh, and I thought, oh my gosh, I need to get to my bed. I need to move. And I asked God, please just give me the energy just to get from the bathroom into my bed. I walked myself to the room. I looked at my bed. I couldn't even get anything on. I got into bed naked. And my husband's like, oh. And I'm like, and I was like, no. I got into bed and I pulled the blanket over me. And at the time, I did not know I was in transition already. His leg touched me just so slight, and I said, baby, don't touch my leg. I didn't realize I was in transition. He looked at me and he said, okay, I'm going to go sleep in one of the kids' rooms, eh? Then you can just have the bed all to yourself. I said, that'll be best. And he went to my son's room. Exactly 6:10. I woke up and I felt the urge. My body was pushing my baby. And I realized, oh my gosh, it's happening. And I thought, you know, we were supposed to be at hospital. My midwife, my doula was supposed to be here. I waked him, I shouted, baby, I think you need to phone the midwife. I just had the urge to push. And he looked at me, he said, are you okay? I said, you need to phone her immediately. He phoned, she said, no, I'll send the doula, she'll be there. She lives around the corner from me. Okay, and I'm doing this now, because now he's getting so nervous, because I'm doing this, because my body, I'm trying to keep the baby in, and my baby wants to come out. And it's so amazing, because your body, it just pushed my baby out. I wasn't doing anything, and I called him, and I held his hand, and I said, baby, I can't help this. My body is pushing my baby out. Phone the doula, phone the midwife, I need to get you now because I can't keep this baby in. And I squashed his hand so hard, I could feel him trying to release. And I'm holding on to him. And then, as he walked out, I made him so nervous, I think, with my sounds, because he went to the bathroom and he threw up 4 times. And I looked at him with so much love in my eyes, and I thought, oh, shame, man, this man is so nervous for my part. And I think he only calmed down when the midwife walked in. And she walked in, she touched my hand, and I will never forget, she said with this calm voice, oh, now I can see you in labor. Her hand brushed so lightly against my hand. I felt relaxed, and I thought, oh, we can do this now. She got exactly 25 to 6. She monitored my baby, heartbeat was fine. 3 pushes I gave her. Not once she didn't even have to tell me to push because my body was doing it. I said, my body's pushing this baby. And she said, just go with it. And I remember before my last push, I said to her, I think I need to poo. And she said to me so calmly, then go to the toilet, realizing that she can see my baby's head. And with one last push, my baby I felt like this relief, and the baby's out, and she lifted me and she said, there's your baby. And my mother was right next to me because I was holding onto her hand as I pushed. I lifted him up and into my arms, and oh my gosh, the most amazing feeling, I felt so empowered, an achievement that that everybody thought I couldn't achieve, and I knew my body could do it.